name is Aaron.
My name is Derek.
And we're ULI, Urban Lifestyle Investments.
All right, today, guys, we're going to be talking about the layoffs that are happening. And the two biggest areas that are being affected right now is the tech industry and also the housing industry. And we'll kind of rope this back into why this has to do with finance right now. As you guys know, the tech industry right now is seeing some big layoffs. So we're going to go to one of my favorite companies to invest in, which is Tesla. Tesla right now has laid off currently 10,000 employees, which is 10%. And, just seeing this, we all know how much Elon Musk is into cryptocurrency. I think after seeing the crypto meltdown, you have all these companies that are following this trend where they're investing in crypto. Now, don't get me wrong, I love crypto. I'm a big fan of it. But the problem is when you put so much money into something, especially with such high vitality, where it's going up and down, up and down, up and down, that's a problem, especially when you're running a business. Obviously, that's not an issue with Elon Musk, but a lot of other companies follow suit with that in the tech companies. And now you're seeing all these tech companies saying, well, you know what? We're going to go ahead and lay them off now. Because at this point, it makes sense because we spend all this money into crypto. These markets are running a lot slower. We're heading for a recession or possibly already in a recession. So they feel like the best bet is just to cut their losses right now. Another issue that's happening too is currently the mortgage rates are at 6.6, and historically they were normally at 5.5%. And that started, I believe, after the recession. And it's weird to see that it's going back up. Before 2007 and 2008, most of the housing market was pretty high. I mean, if you look past 2007, before 2007 and 8, the housing market for the rates could be as high as 15 or 20%. The problem is when you got layoffs, when you have high gas prices, you have high interest rates and houses, it almost makes it virtually impossible for anybody to be able to build or purchase anything. And with these layoffs, that's going to seep back into more fear and more worry, which is going to make the Dow Jones go down further, which is going to make crypto burn even faster, and people are not going to have money. We're really starting to see kind of the trend of what's happening. Unemployment will start to rise in the next 6 months. And this is really going to be a determination to what companies are going to do well. I mean, we also know our stable companies like Google, Tesla, and Amazon. And if you want to go in a little bit more detail, why you think a lot of these companies obviously will be around for the long run?
So of course, Tesla and Google and Amazon, those are all what they call blue chip companies. Those are staples for sure. This is not financial advice by any means, but if I was you, I'd definitely look into those stocks for consideration during this recession, because trust me, you'll be patting yourself on your back 5 years from now, thanking us, from watching this video. But do your research and also look into it as well. But what Derek was talking about, or some of the key points that he was talking about, with this whole recession going on, and it shows too, as you're like driving down the streets and whatnot, you can see hiring signs everywhere. There's more and more people that are not working, either just because, or, just due to entrepreneurship, or, just layoffs in general. If you look at it, with this inflation going on, with the government printing up money, and, all this other stuff that's going on, it all adds up at the end of the day. And the reason why is just, in general, is just because of the recession that we're in, and that to the point that, where we're at right now, basically. But, with that being said, with this recession and everything that's going on, I just advise everybody, like I said, this is not financial advice, but just to do your own research, stay true to yourself, do not panic. This too shall pass, you know what I'm saying? To those that know the saying, but this too shall pass. And everything is going to recover. It's just a matter of time discipline, and just, staying focused. If you do all three of those things, you'll be good to go. And, with that being said, I'm going to let you take it from here, Derek. You want to have any closing comments on this?
Yeah, I just want to go through some steps to kind of help you guys out with the layoff. One of the big things is make sure you guys have at least 3 to 6 months of saving as far as for emergency fund. Try to pay off as much debt as you can. If you can't pay us much debt off, just make sure that your debt is manageable. This is really important, especially when you're going off during a layoff. Another thing is, if you do have a job and you're working, just make sure you're not slacking off. Make sure that you're putting in the work, because you don't want to be at that bottom tier.
Yeah.
Getting cut.
Speaking of that, right now during this time, I know we're going through the recession like we discussed earlier, but instead of me looking at it as a recession, I look at it as the time of opportunity. Seriously, you guys, I look at this as the time of opportunity, because if you honestly think about it, this is going to change lives. I'm telling you, this is really going to change people's lives and for the better. So please, please, please do your research in the companies that you believe in. Work your tail off, especially like if you're working, a 9 to 5 or whatever the case may be, how you get your income. Do you handle your business? Pay your bills first, of course. But, with all the money that you have on the side that you don't really need or that you're willing to sacrifice, I should say, please take advantage of that during this time. You're going to be thanking us later in yourself.
Yep, and and that's really important. Like, you definitely need to be working. Again, guys, you gotta have these plans in place. The last thing I would advise doing during this recession is coming up with a stable plan on how you see yourself investing and how you see yourself staying afloat. A lot of people want to keep on spending. They want to keep their lifestyle. It's changed already. Even myself, I've said, this needs to change. I'm not going out to eat once or twice out of the week. I'm not going ahead and going to all these nice places or spending money on clothes. Change your lifestyle. Focus on your investments. Focus on getting your money up. And, once you ride it through and the bear market comes back and your money's going back up, you're going to be really, really happy. You can't control what happens when it comes to layoffs and bear markets and a recession, but you can control what happens and what you do. That's ultimately what the key is.
So with that being said, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment below if you agree with what either me or Derek have discussed in this video. And until next time, we'll catch you on the next one.
Peace.